Hello, I'm Greg Jarrett. You're in the strategy room. President-elect Donald Trump and House Speaker Paul Ryan didn't really see eye to eye during the presidential election. But could Trump's win secure Ryan another year as House Speaker, and what will this mean for Donald Trump as he's set to take office in January? Joining me now to talk about it with reaction, Democratic strategist David Mercer, Republican strategist Brad Blakeman. Welcome to you both.
Thanks.
So, Brad, is Ryan a shoo-in, and was it also a smart move for President-elect Trump to pick Reince Priebus as his chief of staff? He's close to Ryan.
Yeah, well, let's take Reince Priebus first. Excellent choice. He's a Washington insider who's going to assist an outsider clean up the town. And you have to know how Washington works. He's a tremendous manager. He did wonders at the RNC in bringing it up to date into the modern era with not only staffing but with equipment and new technologies. So I think Reince was the perfect choice. Now, his buddy, who's the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, I think it's up to his caucus whether he remains, but I'll tell you this, I'm hearing very good things about the relationship that Donald Trump is having with the President-elect, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that Reince Priebus is the best friend of the Speaker of the House. And I think he'll become a very good friend of the President because they have such common interests of passing legislation.
That's right.
So if anything, I think it's going to be a very symbiotic relationship between the West Wing and Capitol Hill, something we haven't seen in generations.
All right, let's turn now to the guy who has an absolutely perfect record in picking presidents, David Mercer. You're 0 for 4, aren't you, David? That's a perfect record.
I am, but as a Democrat, I also have two presidents that were elected twice, setting history, being the first two since Franklin Delano Roosevelt to do it. So we have wins and we have losses, and we move on, and in hopes that the country stays on track.
Is this, David, going to be a pretty solid relationship, Ryan-Trump, that Democrats are going to fear?
I don't think Democrats will fear as far as
really. They're not going to unwind President Obama's key policies.
Well, we've seen already some adjustments in the rhetoric from Donald Trump himself with regard to Obamacare and absolute repeal. He is backing away from that. We see it on issues.
Oh, come on, he's going to gut it, except for the two most popular provisions. I mean, who are you kidding, David?
Well, you know, that's also after 60-some-odd repeal votes, which did nothing for Republicans or... Well, they're different, and because they are different, and now he's an elected president-elect, it's different than what his rhetoric and promises that he'll keep. He said he's going to clean the swamp, you know, of lobbyists and whatever. Look at his transition. He's got a lot of lobbyists on hand, and we'll see a lot of lobbyists appointed. So we got to see the actions and where they go, either in line with his promises or counter to his promises.
Yeah. All right, David, I'll let you lick your wounds there for a moment and try to recover while I turn back to Brad. Now, Brad, is Trump the beneficiary of the hard work by Ryan and others who've provided a real template for changing Obamacare, not to mention reducing taxes?
No doubt. Look, Obamacare reminds me of the Aesop fable of the tortoise and the hare. Republicans were the tortoise. They were constantly, you know, trying to put bills before to repeal and mocked by Democrats. They'll never do it. And guess what? Who won the race? The tortoise won. And Donald Trump now has the opportunity to benefit from the hard work that's come before him. But not only were they anti-Obamacare, but they have a template now.
Greg and Brad.
Exactly. The point I'm trying to make is people criticize Trump for saying, well, you don't have an alternative plan. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
it's Ryan's plan.
Right. That's correct.
And what is Ryan's plan? It was hardly discussed during the campaign that the Republicans had an alternative. You know why? Because the Republicans don't have an alternative.
Nobody was listening.
You guys can argue amongst yourselves.
If they bothered to go back.
Show me the plan. Next time we're here on Tuesday,
you know what?
Show me the
plan.
Lay out the plan.
Okay. Go online and Google Ryan's plan to replace Obamacare. And you know what? You're not going to have enough time during this
and
segment
it was a great
to
part of
read
Trump's
a substantive bill.
platform. It was a great part of Trump's platform in winning the election.
It was.
I hardly heard
People
him
were
say
thinking about Obamacare this time. When I got my notice in the mail saying it's going up by 10%, you know what?
We
It
had
was a
this
wake-up call to Americans.
We had this debate when Obamacare was getting passed or it was going for a vote. It's now history. It's now on the books. It's now
Obamacare
a law.
soon going
so
to be history.
You guys missed on that, talking about predictions.
But history can be reversed, and Brad, I'll let you have the last say. Was it a mistake, now in retrospect, for President Obama to push through Obamacare without a single Republican vote? You know, what you reap, you sow, and vice versa.
Is that what you? Yeah, I mean, he put all his marbles down on something that was hyper-partisan, and it was based on lies. You don't have to take my word for it. The architect said he's banking on a stupid population in order to jam this through, and that's what they got.
All right, David and Brad, thank you both.
Thanks.
For complete coverage of politics, stay here on FoxNews.com. I'm Greg Jarrett. Thanks for watching.